So first and foremost, I'm a geek. I fix computers for a living. I hope you understood that from the title of my talk. But I have fixed computers all across the country, from little corporations to the White House. Remotely, admittedly. I don't want to go through that security screen. That would just be annoying. But computer problems themselves are annoying. Believe me, I don't want them to happen any more than you do. But when they do happen, there's a few little things that I'd just like you to try. You may not have to call me in the first place. So first and foremost, this is a light switch. I have no idea how a light switch works, except that you turn it off and on. This is so much of a trope that it's in all kinds of sitcoms, you know, turn it off and on. IT Crowd, if anybody knows that show. However, I don't think a on and off switch is going to fix this particular computer. I think it's a little beyond that, and probably beyond my skills. But it's certainly something you can try, because why not? It's not going to hurt it that badly. And the second thing, error messages, oh God, there are so many people out there using computers, somebody else is going to have your problem. Try typing it into Google first. You may find the answer right there. For example, there was a well-known game and a well-known antivirus product that didn't, shall we say, play nice together. Type the two of them into a search engine, guess what you found? Hey, turn the antivirus off. I actually had 3 people call me to fix that problem, and I was just like, oh boy. Check the cable. Oh God, this is just so frickin' common. The cable's not plugged in. You won't believe how many calls I've had for that. Just try pushing it back in. You might surprise yourself. It might start magically working. Now, based on the condition that you can see that iPhone in the corner, I don't think this person treats their technology all that well, but I think I found the problem with that cable. They called me asking me, hey, my iPhone won't charge. You think? That's probably the reason right there. And I am the first to admit that I sometimes get locked into my way of thinking. I may not see it from other perspectives. For example, a little while ago, I was building a computer, and I turned it on, it would not start. It would not start. The customer was getting frustrated. So I called a friend of mine in to take a look at it, and he found that I'd put the processor in 180 degrees the wrong way. That is not something I would have checked. I was pulling every piece of that computer apart trying to find it. So have somebody else try what you're trying to do. Maybe they're going to see something you're not going to see. And then next, there may be a case where we just have to start over. I'm sorry to say it. Have backups, please, before we do this, because your data's gone into the digital ether. It's not coming back. But sometimes this is the best way when you consider money and time. I freaking charge 60 bucks an hour. So if it's going to take me 8 hours to fix your problem, that's a lot of money. That may be more than your computer's worth. Whereas it may only take me 2 hours to simply start over from scratch, reinstall all your programs, and get rid of the problem. So consider that. But there are times that you're going to have to call me. You're going to have to call a computer tech, and there's really nothing I can do about it. But there are some things that you can do while I'm there to make our little transition go nice and smoothly. First and foremost, I need you to tell me everything. And I know this sounds silly, but tell me everything. You never know what might be relevant. What were you doing at the time when you happened to do that when that problem was happening? Because you never know what's going to be relevant. For example, I had a case where every time this customer walked in front of a computer, it crashed. You know what the root cause was? He was wearing an orange shirt, and the camera didn't like orange. You never know what's going to be relevant. That took me 4 hours to figure out, by the way, and we patched it, and everything worked fine. And there's 2 people in this world you should never lie to, your doctor and your therapist. But I propose we add one more to that list, your IT person. I don't care what you do on the computer, believe me, I've seen it all. So if you happen to be visiting sites of, shall we say, clowns in adult situations, that particular site, there may be something that I need to know, that there may be a known issue with that site, that it's installing something in your computer. And have patience, because some problems, some viruses don't want to go away. You whack one and 2 more pop up in its place. They're specifically designed to resist removal. It's kind of like a game of whack-a-mole, because I'm going to keep whacking them until they all go away, and you never know how many times it's going to take. This could take a very long time to get rid of some problems. Man, that's annoying when that happens. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Try these little things and you will make my blood pressure so much lower when I'm at your house. I'm Jake. Thank you very much.